We'll have that discussion with Zach and ownership. I'd like to get out there and feel the rush, at least a couple times. Don't have to play the full game, but I would like to get out there a little bit. I didn't change too much. I guess, I don't really eat dairy anymore. I guess that's the biggest one for me. Just kind of eat what makes me feel good and don't eat what doesn't make me feel good. I've improved my entire game right now. I'm excited to show all my improvements, deep ball, intermediate, protections, everything. I'm just a much better all-around player.
When you look at this offense, you mix it back and you get your own teammate Jamar in here. Just all the weapons you have, how excited are you just to put it all on the field and get to work?
No one's going to be able to, just like last year. We had a bunch of guys last year. We've just revamped it and got, more explosive, I think. Teams aren't. Say again?
Your thoughts on the new guys that they brought in to help keep you upright?
We got the guys up front to make it happen. We just have to go out and execute. We know we need to execute better than we did last year. We didn't win a lot of games, so we're anticipating winning a lot of games this year and executing well.
Are you a fan of the run game that Frank Pollock has orchestrated and is installing?
Yeah, he's intense. He's a great coach. He's fun to be around. He's installed some great plays for us and given us some new techniques to work on that I think will help us.
Do you have a lot of maintenance that you have to do with your knees, Joe? Is there icing and stuff that adds to your day?
Yeah, there's still a lot of things that I have to continue to do because it's truly a 9-month recovery process minimum. We're about 7.5 right now, so there's a lot of maintenance I still need to do, but I'll just compound that on practice, find places I can get that rehab in. It won't be an issue for me.
During OTAs, you said you're about 85%. Now that you've been cleared for full activity, are you 100% or you're close?
Yeah, I'm just about 100%. Feeling great. Still getting stronger in my legs. Going to continue to lift throughout camp, keep getting stronger, and so I just feel great going into week 1.
How much have you and Jamar had the opportunity to hang out?
We live pretty close together, so we've hung out quite a bit. I'm sure everyone saw we went to the FC Cincinnati game. That was fun. Had a lot of guys there, so we have a good rapport, great friends, and you feel that across the team. It's a great camaraderie in the locker room right now, and we have great guys in there.
What are your expectations for the team this season?
Win a lot of games. I don't know. You don't want to put too much pressure on yourself, but we're expecting to win a lot of games, make the playoffs, and make a run.
Okay, what can you do when you're not playing preseason to feel the rush in practice and to make it feel live in practice? Is that something you just have to kind of almost pretend that they're coming for you, or how do you kind of work that for yourself to get that feeling?
There's still full speed up front, so you're still feeling it a little bit in practice. You just know you can't get hit, and really, I guess I just want to get hit once or twice before I go out there.
Is that a mental thing for you? Just that first hit is just the one thing that you feel like you need to kind of feel 100% recovered from everything?
No, that's kind of the way it's always been for me. Doesn't really feel like football till you get hit a little bit, and that's how it's been for me since 8th grade. In scrimmages, I was always lobbying to be live, so that's always how it's always been. That's just what I need to feel ready week 1.
So how grateful are you to be standing where you're standing after what happened this 8-9 months ago?
I don't know if grateful is the right word. A lot of hard work went into that. Grateful to me seems like there was a lot out of my control, and I worked really hard to get here. Had great people around me that worked really hard to get here. So, there was a lot of hard work from a lot of different people that helped me, and so I am grateful for the help that I had, but I also put it into work.
The last time you played in front of a full house was the national championship game. Have you given any thought to what this place is going to be like when it's full and rocking, and you have that opportunity here?
I'm excited to see the fans. We had a little taste of it last year, but we weren't very good. We weren't winning, and I'm excited to see the fans when we're going to put a great product out on the field, be explosive, be exciting to watch, and feel those fans in the stands.
So when you think about the rehab, the brotherhood of the NFL, you guys are always uplifting and supporting each other. Really, players that have had knee injuries that reached out to you on this time to give you some advice or support?
It was very emotional for me at the beginning because I really felt that brotherhood in the NFL. Almost every single quarterback across the league reached out to me and told me, they were thinking about me, hope my recovery goes well. And that was the first time I had really felt that in the league. And so now I know, it's a brotherhood. Everyone looks out for each other. Everyone roots for each other, and it's exciting.
There's so much talk about the pass rush, but you make a lot of plays with your feet, getting out of the pocket and running. Do you think that will be affected at all? Will you do less of that because of this, or can you not play that?
I'm just going to play the way I play. And, I'm hoping that when I get out there, my knee feels great. And, it's going to feel great, but I'm hoping I can do what I did before. I will eventually. We'll find out in practice here how it feels. I haven't, I've done all the movement stuff out here on my own, but I haven't done it in a live game situation, live practice situation. So, I'm excited to see how that feels and see if I can, still make those plays that I did.
Joe, a lot of guys talk about your velocity increase in OTA, at OTAs. Is there anything that specifically you did that you think really helped you the most?
There's a lot of tweaks that I made in my stance, my throwing motion. I don't want to get too technical. I could sit here and talk about it for an hour, but, I've had Jordan Palmer help me. I had Zach, Pitch, Brian, all those guys help me. And, I always tweak my form and my motion every offseason and refine it and make it better. So this is just another step. I'm going to do the same thing next offseason.
Is there one tweak that you think that you're happiest with? I mean, we won't say, if you want to go for an hour, we're not going to but is there one thing that you're really most pleased with given the work?
The biggest thing is getting all of my cleats in the ground, both on my back foot and my front foot. So instead of stepping with my toe and rotating there, I'm stepping with my full foot and not rotating as much. And that's just allowing me to generate more torque and power in my core, and it'll translate up to my arm.
Has the muscle memory kicked in for that, or is that still a conscious thing where you're, reminding yourself I need to do that?
Yeah, we're getting there. I'm not thinking about it every play, but I'm still thinking about it sometimes. So I think getting these thousands of throws in camp, I'll stop thinking about it and it'll be muscle memory by the end.
During the course of any rehab, there's plateaus that you said sometimes. What was the most difficult plateau for you, and when did that occur?
That was probably in OTAs. You didn't feel it get better throughout OTAs, and that was frustrating. We were more focused on. It was more beneficial for me to get out there and practice and throw with the guys than it was to rehab every single day. But it was frustrating because you didn't feel that progression in the knee. And then, as soon as we got out, I got back to my normal rehab schedule, and it just kept going up and up. So, we're in a great spot right now, but it was frustrating for a while.
Were there times you had to be told to slow down? We were led to believe that, they were worried about that from the beginning, like, this is a guy we're going to have to keep the reins on.
Yeah, there were a few moments like that, but it was more so the pain telling me when to slow down and when to stop. I wish I could have pushed it even harder than I did, but it was a painful injury, a painful rehab process, so it was just my body telling me that.
To follow up on that, just how good does it feel to be at this point, finally be as close to 100% like you said?
Yeah, I don't really even think about it anymore. It's, it feels almost 100% like you said, and at this point I'm not even really thinking about it. So I'm just ready to go out and play some football.
Your coaches and teammates have said so much about the respect you earned right away and the leadership of how would you characterize your role and kind of the vaccine push in trying to get this team over? Is that something
That's not something I really talked about too much. Obviously it's going to be really beneficial for us as a team to be over 90%. You can have in-person team meetings. You can, be around everybody more. So that'll build more trust, more camaraderie, and I think that'll translate onto the field. But that's not something that I push for.
One more thing on the velocity thing. Is there a certain part of the offense you feel like that can open up for you guys that you're maybe more excited about than, that you kind of think about when you think about what that velocity can do for you?
No, I think, it was all open to us last year. I just didn't hit the deep ones that I needed to. I had the arm strength last year to hit those. It just upped it this year, and I think that'll translate more on, deep out routes, resetting to, maybe a backside comeback that's 18 yards down the field that I can now hit that I couldn't.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think when we went up to kind of felt that they kind of moved people up down there for that certain velocity to play at a certain level?
Yeah, you know, it's always been a knock on me for some reason, no matter how I played. But you know, that's always been something that I've looked to improve every offseason, just like with the rest of my game. But yeah, I would say that's a fair statement.
Go back to the OTAs when you said there was a little time hurt or something. I mean, it's just not advancing. In your mind, your teammates were so impressed with Paige was out here doing all this. I mean, they were, you know, they were impressed by your leadership and everything goes along with that. Was that the tiebreaker to keep doing that rather than going back to rehab because you saw the response to those guys?
No, I wouldn't say that. I just, you know, we looked at it as risk versus reward, and it was a higher reward for me to go out there and throw with all the receivers and be in the huddle with those guys than it was to get 2 extra weeks of rehab in. So you can get that 2 weeks back on the back end. He's just a year, 2 years bigger and stronger and faster, smooth. You know, he's a really smart player. People don't give him enough credit for that. You know, I'm not going to have to tell him what to do every play. He's a really smart guy who's in the playbook that understands his role.
Zach mentioned you expressing your opinions more, second year in the offense. Just how much is that something you want to see continue to have progression?
Yeah, you know, that's not really something that I consciously do. I just kind of feel very comfortable in front of everybody saying all the things that I need to say, expressing my thoughts on each route and each concept that I expect where I want them to be, you know, what we can change within each concept. You know, I'm just feeling a lot more comfortable and vocal in those situations.
Aside from the obvious of winning a Super Bowl, what's your biggest goal this year?
Just to go out and play well and win games. We're going to take it one game at a time. Obviously, you want to make the playoffs, you want to win the Super Bowl, but you know, if you take it 1 week at a time, go 1-0 every week, you'll get there.
Kind of an off-key question, but did you see the Tom Brady jug gun video?
I heard about it. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
Deleted all my social media for a while, but you know, I've heard about it. I don't know how real that is, but
Apparently it's not, but I wondered if a quarterback would know instantly.
yeah, I didn't see it, but my quarterback friends told me absolutely not. That wasn't real.
Why'd you delete all your socials?
You know, just too many distractions during camp. I don't want to have all those distractions right now. You know, I just want to focus on football, focus on being around the guys, focusing on the job at hand.
All right, Joe, thank
Yep.
you.
Thanks, guys.
Go ahead and bring